Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Graduate Studies Virtual Expo. My name is Kristen Keogh-Raponi, and I'm an Academic Pathways Coordinator here at Seneca. Our Academic Pathways team is here to support Seneca students and graduates with advising and resources as you explore opportunities to build on your Seneca credential. Over the course of this week, we're excited to showcase a range of our partner institutions from around the world. They'll be sharing insights into graduate study options available to you after your Seneca program. For today's session, I'm pleased to welcome Vivian from McMaster University DeGroote School of Business, who will be speaking about the MBA and Master of Management in AI and Analytics programs. And with that, I'll now hand things over to you, Vivian.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kristen, for the opportunity. And hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I will be presenting and highlighting the two programs that Kristen was mentioning. But if you have any questions about any other programs, I'm happy to address as well. So I want to start with the MBA programs, and I will focus on our MBA with co-op. So I want to start by talking about the credential itself. Why an MBA and why now? So we have this MBA with co-op program that does not require work experience, and that's why I'm bringing this to you today as you're exploring your graduate options. So the benefits of having an MBA as a credential. So the MBA is a credential as a general credential. So it is broad. It gives you that holistic foundation of all years of business. You really build that strong business background. So it helps improve your technical skills. It gives you the soft skills as well, a lot of communications, collaborations, presentation, time management, strategic thinking. It gives you a very broader perspective. Like you get to explore different areas, and there's nothing you cannot achieve with that, having that holistic business foundation. It also helps with network. So networking is something that we really put a strong focus during the MBA program. So there will be like lots of networking opportunities, and also like learning about networking as well. And at the end, it opens lots of doors for you, regardless of your academic background coming into the MBA. So I want to talk about DeGroote, and something that I wanted to highlight. McMaster's main campus is in Hamilton, but our MBA programs run from our Burlington location. So that's where you would have your classes if you're joining either program, the MBA or the Master of Management program as well. So in terms of academic reputation, McMaster is a great university, well-known for different things, well-ranked. So that is something else that you want to consider as you're choosing your community for your graduate studies. And how it ranks and how it's recognized. So definitely joining a very strong community. Our alumni, they're very open to sharing with you, supporting you as you come along this journey. So I'll start with the MBA with co-op. It's a 28-month program, as I mentioned, does not require work experience. We do consider an asset. So if you have any work experience, it is considered an asset, but it's not required. So you can apply from your, as you're finishing your undergrad, you can apply for the following September intake. Right now, we are recruiting for September 2026. So if you're about to graduate this spring, you can apply for this program. So it's a program for newer professionals. Students in the MBA with co-op have between no work experience and up to 4 or 5 years. Average in the program is about 1 to 2 years. So those are students who are looking to build work experience, explore career options in different areas, and really build that business foundation. So I wanted to highlight that this program also does not require you to have a previous business degree. So that's something that I hear a lot, kind of a myth with MBA programs. Sometimes I'm in campuses and people don't have a business degree. They're not studying business currently. They think an MBA is not for them. So I wanted to highlight this so you can see the class breakdown. So students coming from science, business, economics, arts, humanities, engineering. So no need for you to have an existing business degree. With the first year of the MBA, the courses will cover that. We'll make sure we are welcoming those students coming from different backgrounds, build that business foundation, expose students to the core areas of business, and then you move to your second year MBA program. So this is how the 28 months will go. So total of 4-month academic terms when you're studying full-time. And then there are 3 4-month paid co-op terms. And that is why we can welcome students without work experience. So many MBA programs will ask you for a minimum of 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Different programs will have different requirements. The reason why the MBA with co-op does not require work experience is that we have a total of 12 months of work experience within the MBA. So you get to explore different things, you get to build that work experience within the MBA. And that's why it's longer as well. So when you see 28 months, out of those 28 months, 12 would be work terms when you're working full-time and you're also getting paid. So I wanted to highlight a few things. When you look at this schedule and you see the alternating academic terms and work terms. So your first academic term, that's where you're taking a full load of courses, and then you're in job search for that first co-op term. So when you're doing your academic terms, you're studying full-time. When you're working, you're also working full-time. So I wanted to highlight a few things as well. When you look at the secure rate, so when you see work term 1, 2, and 3, and the 100%, 97% secure rates, that is the success rate of students who are seeking co-ops and who are able to secure one. And we'll talk about how the students are supported through the program to make sure they are successful securing those co-ops. But I also wanted to highlight some flexibility. So the program was originally designed to have alternating academic and work terms, but we do have some flexibility now. There are some 8-month co-op opportunities or even 12-month work opportunities. Having 3-4-month co-op terms still is the best way for students who are looking to explore and try different things. But if students have more set goals or specific industries or roles that they would like to do for their co-ops, there are opportunities for 8 or 12 months co-op as well. So I mentioned how the first year will cover your business courses, your core business, building that foundation. Second year is when our students can choose elective courses. So a lot of students choose the general MBA so they can have freedom and select electives in different areas. But if you want to specialize, you can concentrate your electives choices and then graduate with a specialization in either business analytics, health service management, marketing, finance, or business valuation. So these are some of the specialization options that you have if you're doing this program. So outside of the classroom, there's a lot of things that you can involve with. Along with the specializations, there'll be associations that you can be part of, MBA games, case competitions, women in marketing. So these are some of examples of how you can get involved and participate and develop outside of the classroom. So DeGroote is very well known for being case-based learning, very hands-on. So you learn by studying cases, proposing solutions. You're constantly assigned a group and you're working with your group as a consultant, analyzing a business case, proposing a solution. So that really reflects on our students' success in MBA games and MBA case competitions. So these are other examples of how you can get involved outside of the classroom. So kind of highlighting everything, putting together everything that I highlighted. In the MBA with co-op, you have 3 paid co-op terms, so total of 12 months that you're going to be working. Average income combining those 3 co-ops is about $47,000. So you can, when you're planning your finances as well, you can remember that there'll be some income as well. So $47,000 would be the expected. And there's a comprehensive career courses. So along with your academic courses, you have career courses, co-op support, and an entire career curriculum running in parallel. So our career and professional development team, we call them CPD, career and professional development. They are your coaches. They're your mentors. They're going to be working with you before you start this program. So they're going to help you with different things, including your job search, building that work experience, growing your network, really building your toolkit to make sure you have the skills to be successful when you're applying for jobs, doing well in interviews, networking, and all of that. So ultimately, their goal is to help you with your career goals. And how are they going to do that? So there are different ways. They will be working with students in different ways. And there's both like sessions that they're going to be running, workshops, alumni events, lunch and learn, mock interview night, career fairs, and all of that. But there's also the one-on-one. So there are no limits of how many one-on-one meetings you can have with the career team. And these are just examples of things that you can discuss with them, like about your own strategies. Maybe you change your mind and you want specific information about a different industry, or you have an interview coming up and you want to help prepare for that. So there are different ways the career team, the relationship managers in that team will support you with your career, not only to secure those 3 co-ops and the job after the MBA, but with your career strategy, with your goals post MBA as well. So when you're doing a program, you want to know what's out there for you. So we call it the ROI, the return on investment. And that's the data for the MBA class who graduated in 2024. Very strong numbers and very strong perspectives for you as a graduate. So this data includes both the full-time MBA and the full-time MBA with co-op, the one that I was just talking about. Combining that, 94% of that class was able to secure a job within 6 months from graduation, which is a great number. 85, very close to 86,000 was the average salary for that cohort. And I wanted to highlight the diversity when you see where do the students go after this program. So you can see 33% going to finance, then 24% going to healthcare, consulting, technology, and many other areas. So DeGroote, we are very diverse in our employer relationships and partnerships. So you will see diversity in when you look at the job board to apply for co-ops during the program. You see diversity there. There'll be banks, there'll be consulting companies, hospitals, technology companies, you name it. And then you see that diversity also translated into the outcomes of the students after the MBA. So in terms of admissions, very standard. You can apply fully online. There'll be some application questions, which is the equivalent to an essay. We're going to ask you to upload a resume. We're going to ask you to upload your transcripts from undergrad. We'll give you information. We do application walkthrough, so there'll be full support for you. There is an interview as part of the program for the MBA with co-op. There's also an MBA with co-op interview that is in person. We're going to ask for references, and that could be any combination between academic and professional references. And you may qualify for a GMAT waiver. So GMAT is typically required for MBA application, but based on your GPA from undergrad, we can give you a waiver, and we have a process for that. You can just submit your transcripts for evaluation. We're going to check that. So this is the GMAT waiver information. I'll give you links later on so you can submit a pre-assessment and see if your GPA is meeting that requirement to get the waiver. So we are, as I said, recruiting for September 2026, and our final application deadline is May 31st. Sorry, it's 2026, not 2025, but it's coming up soon. So there are scholarships. That's a question I get a lot. Yes. So by applying for the program, you will be considered for entrance scholarship. There's no separate application for that. If you are admitted, there'll be additional scholarship opportunities that you can apply for once you're admitted. So any questions about the program, email mbainfo@mcmaster.ca. So now the brand new program. So the first cohort that we have for the Master of Management in AI and Analytics is starting this September. So it's a brand new program. Our first cohort will be starting this September. I think this is a question that we don't really have to answer. But yeah, why AI? Why now? There's a revolution going on. We understand there's lots of demand for professionals who are able to work in the AI space, and they need training for that. So this is why we created this program. We wanted to make sure we had the right opportunities. So there's a big demand on AI trained professionals. And there's a significant willingness from employers to pay well these professionals. So we want to make sure we are putting capable humans with the right training in AI to be able to boost those opportunities and take advantage of everything that is out there. So the Master of Management AI Analytics program, it's really entry level, as I mentioned, in terms of direct entry level program. So it doesn't require work experience for you to apply for this program. So like same idea, you can apply from your last year undergrad and apply for this program, also starting in September. It is a 16-month program. It combines both the technical as well as the more leadership, management, and communication skills, and really focus on the Canadian AI leadership alignment. So this is kind of the program in 3 different aspects here. So it's a 16-month journey. It is full-time. It is in person. So that's very important to mention as well. Same as the MBA with co-op, full-time and in person. It's hands-on. So there'll be experiential learning opportunities. You're going to be hands-on with the tools and the software. So Python, R, SQL, you're going to be learning those as well. You don't need to have previous experience. And there'll be the industry partnership as well. So there's an industry consulting project that you're going to be doing as part of the program, as well as a work component. So this is the structure of the program. Your academic term 1 will be your first one from September to December, and then academic term 2 goes from January to April. Then you have your summer work term when you're working full-time, and then you come back for your final academic term. So during the program, these are the 4 areas that we are developing. So analytics and problem solving, communication and collaboration, ethical and strategic application, and technical expertise and adaptability. So a lot of AI programs are very, very technical. We wanted to make sure we also had that leadership component, that career component, and that collaboration to make sure you're also bringing that communication and leadership to your employer. So in term 1, you're building that foundation. So these are the courses that you're going to be studying during the term 1. Then you have term 2, where you have that advancement in the applications. Then your term 3, that's when you can choose a specialization and integration. And these are the elective options. So you can customize the program a little bit by selecting different electives according to your interests. So cutting edge technology stack, the visualization platforms, cloud platforms, programming languages, and enterprise solutions. So these are the essential skills that you develop, both technical competencies and professional skills. And again, we also include career support in this program. So there's a strong career curriculum, career course running parallel to your programs and your other technical courses. There's an individualized career support for you to understand what are the next steps for you, how do you position yourself as a professional. There is that work term when you're working full-time, and that integrated industry project. So you can see some examples of when you're going to have that work integrated learning journey during your fall and your winter terms, in your summer term when you're working full time, and then again when you come back for your final academic term. So there's throughout the program, there is career components and support. So in terms of application, we also accept students from different backgrounds, but we do have a focus and preference to have students who have graduated in the STEM, business, or economic area. So we do want to see specific courses in your transcript, like business, statistics, a computer course, a math course. So there are some more details that we want in terms of when your credential and the courses that you have. So the application will be very, very similar with an interview, resume, and all of that. GMAT and GRE for this one is not a requirement, and also work experience not a requirement. And we want students who have up to 4 years of work experience to apply for this program. So if you have any questions about this program, please reach out to AI and analytics at mcmaster.ca. So I'm going to leave the emails and contacts on the screen. So I wanted to make sure we are wrapping up by 20 minutes to make sure we have some extra time if anybody has any questions. Thank you so much.
That's great. Thank you so much, Vivian, for sharing all that great information. And we have no questions, so we'll have this posted for students to view on demand.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.